So I'm going to do just an additional video here just to go through the final stages of preparing a gallery print. And this is the method that we're going to use when we put our portfolio show images in Portfolio 2. So it's an important technique to just master the basic principles. So I pulled up this one image here. It needs to be able to print out exactly 11 by 14. And the aspect ratio of the current picture is probably not going to match that. But regardless for what we're doing right now, I'm going to suggest that we start by changing the size of the original image that we have to 13 inches, but make sure that the chain link here is checked so that we have a little line coming out to the width and the height, and that will lock in the aspect ratio of the picture. I'm going to change the width to 13 inches so that when we put it onto the background will be 14 inches, and that will give us a ½ inch either side, and the height will take care of itself. So the first thing, I've resized that image to 13 inches, the width. If it's a portrait format shot that you're looking at, do that with the height, 13 inches for the height. Okay, so next stage, I'm going to duplicate this image, duplicate, and little box is going to ask if that's okay. Yes, it is. So I've now got two images that are exactly the same. I'm going to go back to the original, and this time I'm going to resize image size, resize this to the output size that I want. So for this, I will have to uncheck the chain link so that the aspect ratio is no longer correct. You see, as I change the width, the height remains the same, but here I want the height to be 11 inches, the width to be 14 inches, 11 by 14 at 300 ppi. Hit OK, and now that image is the right output size. But I'm now going to create an extra layer and create this as a kind of black background. So to do that, layers palette, down here, if I put my pointer there, it's going to say create a new layer, which is what I want to do. That layer is on top now. I'm going to turn that completely black. So I've gone to the color picker here, made sure that my web only colors are picked, so I'm on a solid black here. Okay, go to the paint bucket tool over here, click on the image, and it will turn black. And this is the same as we did with our composite image assignment earlier on in the program. Okay, I'm going to go back to my copy of the image. I want to put a stroke around this image, so I'm going to go to my marquee, rectangular marquee tool, and put marching ants around the image. Edit, stroke, and this will allow me to put the stroke in. With this, I want it to be a dark gray. Again, web only colors gives me this good block here that I can just click in, and that's a very dark gray. And I'm selecting the width at 8 pixels. The location is on the inside, and that's going to be important to check that box as well on the inside. Hit OK, and I've now got this image. Actually, if I do Command and D, that will take the marching ants away there, and I've got my image with a very fine key line around it. Okay, next stage, I'm going to drag that off of the toolbar at the top there. Click on my move tool. I'm now going to click on the image again, hold my shift key down, left click and drag, and then let go, and the image is centered on that background at this particular stage. So if I go to the layers, you can still see I've got all these multiple layers. I want to get rid of the multiple layers. Layer, and well, flatten image down at the bottom. It's just out of view, I'm afraid, but flatten the image, and you'll see that now those other layers have disappeared. I can go File, Save As, and well, the file name for this particular assignment, 210102. Let's say this is going to be 002, and well, I'm going to call the image Hanging On because of that tree. Hanging On. Remember, we need a title for the image to be on display there. Actually, I need to add this on. Loring Jim. So we've got last name, first name, the file name, and then the image title there. Once that's done, we can save that as a JPEG. I save it as maximum quality JPEG, want it to be a 12 in here, hit OK, and you are done.